These 30 housing markets saw falling home prices in July, but don't call it a housing crash, says Zillow. They are saying don't call it a housing crash. Well, I kind of agree because we are just starting to see what's happening and we just came off the peak. So I wouldn't call it a crash right this second, but we're definitely heading into a huge collision course, and I would definitely argue that it will be a crash before it's all said and done. Now, if we look into this article, I mean, there's really some great information. They kind of talk about a little bit about how much houses rose because of the pandemic and the lower interest rates and whatnot, and then they kind of go into here. Check this out. Let me take this. Let me highlight this real quick. Zillow's outlook for the prices have been revised down significantly due to a sharp downturn in July. Simply put, July housing data was bad, really bad. Okay, now what do you think is going to happen in August, right? This month, I think it's only going to get worse, in my opinion. Although we did see kind of like rates kind of drop a little bit because the mortgage rates just jumped up way too high, and then they kind of came down a little bit, which kind of helped. But look, I don't know if you guys can see and zoom in, but on February 7th, 2022, earlier this year, look at this blue chart right here. If you guys could look, I know it's kind of hard. So basically, this is the article of what Zillow came out, their estimates back then, and now look how much it is now, right? So basically, they got it totally wrong. So that's why you can never totally trust these analysts, because imagine that's what they were telling you back in in February, and now this is what they're telling you now, right? So look how much that drastically changed. Now, let's keep reading a little bit. Here is another great quote. While the recent decline in prices is notable development, the housing market is still far from return to normal conditions. The current slowdown is prompted by the collision of extreme price growth during the early and mid-pandemic with sudden increase in the mortgage rates since December, a combination that has swiftly weakened would-be homebuyers' ability to afford or qualify to purchase their next house. So like we know what happened, eventually things just got way too hot too quickly because of all everything that was happening, and now with inflation basically ripping through our economy, we're seeing a crazy slowdown. Now look at this. These houses, these cities right here have the most risk of a downturn. Why? Because these are the ones that grew the fastest, and they're completely overvalued. Boise, Idaho, being probably the most overvalued city in the United States. Then you have Austin, Phoenix, Seattle, Las Vegas, San Francisco. But let me just tell you something. I just want to jump in and say something real quick about Boise, for example. Yes, it's overvalued. But what this also tells me is that everybody rushed. They say that a lot of people from Seattle and San Francisco rushed to Boise during the pandemic. And they rushed there for a reason. I have not been to Boise, but I'm definitely going to go visit because I have a feeling that this city is probably pretty awesome. And that's why the prices went up so high so quick. And now if you look at this, look, it's overvalued by 72% historically speaking. Boise is, right? So I want to check it out because I think if it does crash, buying a property in Boise would not be a bad idea. I definitely want to check it out. So I'm gonna put it, definitely on my plans to maybe drive to Boise and check it out. Idaho, man, I don't know. I've never been to that state, but I hear great things about it. And again, if so many people from San Francisco and Seattle moved there, it's for a reason. It must be very, very beautiful. There must be a lot of things to do. I hear it's a beautiful outdoorsy town, and maybe the weather is not so bad. It probably has nice hot summers and nice cold winters, which is perfect, right? Another great city is Austin in Texas. A little hotter weather, obviously. It does get cold during the winter, but Austin has been hot for a while. That's the truth. It's definitely been a hot spot for years now because, it's one of the coolest cities in Texas. Texas does have a lot of great, cool cities. I've been to a lot of cities in Texas. Houston is really awesome. But yeah, Austin definitely up there. Phoenix, Arizona, killing it. You know, really nice area, very around some really beautiful stuff. You got, you know, Sedona just up the road there, and Flagstaff is really nice. Seattle's up there, San Francisco's up here on this list, Las Vegas. These are all great cities, guys, that we might see a great buying opportunity really quick, because, you know, in many ways they might have the biggest downturn. So keep your eye out on these, guys. Keep your eye out, because, you know, you might be able to get some really amazing deals. I'm gonna start going into Zillow and looking at some properties and some price cuts for some future videos, so look out for that. Now, I'm just want to go ahead and finish this video now, and I just want to say a big thank you for everyone who's been watching my videos and supporting my channel. Thank you guys so much. You know, I've been getting a lot of views. Some of my videos have been doing really good, and it's all really thanks to you guys. So again, big thank you. And now, if you're new to my channel, you like the things that I have to say, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button and go ahead and like and leave a comment. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.